Well, hello everybody. Today is Wednesday, October 17th, 2012, and I just wanted to announce that we are having a girl. I'm just over 20 weeks pregnant now, and all is well with the pregnancy. We had our first ultrasound at the 12 weeks, and then we had our next ultrasound at the 16 weeks, and all is well with the baby. We went through the nuchal testing, and the doctor has no concerns with the health of our baby, so yay, healthy pregnancy. There is definitely everything that you read and what to expect when you're expecting, all the side effects. There's definitely, I guess, what you could say, be careful what you ask for. I made a deal with the universe or God, whatever you want to say, that if I would get pregnant, I would endure everything that has happened to women during pregnancy. So far, the first trimester, I was sick for the entire 12 weeks. I would probably say some of it was attributed to my dogs first thing in the morning breathing, wanting to be let out. Their breath definitely triggered being sick. The other thing is brushing my teeth in the morning. That certainly set me off. I've had a sciatic nerve. That was probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced. That ran from the left side of my hip all the way down to my ankle. That was a little wild. And the breast tenderness, of course. I've gone from a D cup to a triple D. That can be a little challenging in finding clothes now that fit. But the greatest part about being pregnant is our little baby girl is a bit of a night owl, and I am a light sleeper. So I don't know if she's trying to let me know, hey, just to let you know I'm here and I can't wait to meet you in about 4.5 months. But she definitely lets me know she's here at night. And it's so exciting, taking the good with the bad. It's, even the unpleasant things and the great things of feeling my baby growing inside of me and moving. I love every part of it. There's nothing greater. When I was sick on those days that I was really, really sick, it was just a constant reminder that I have this healthy baby growing inside of me. There is some research and a bit of a correlation with the morning sickness. Some people believe, and doctors believe, that the more sick you are, there tends to be a good correlation in regards to how healthy the baby is. What makes you sick has to do with the hormones that are in your body during pregnancy, and you need a certain amount of hormones to be able to sustain and maintain the pregnancy. Now, that's not to say that if you're not pregnant in your if you're not sick in your first trimester, that you're not going to have a healthy baby. It's just there is some research that says that the more sick you are, there tends to be a healthier pregnancy and baby. So anyways, on to the next thing. I wanted to talk a little bit about beauty products during pregnancy and the importance of prenatal care and vitamins. If you're not already taking a prenatal vitamin, make sure that you start taking one. You should be on a Materna or prenatal vitamin prior to getting pregnant. You can always talk to your doctor about that, whether you're trying to conceive naturally or doing IUI or IVF. Prenatal vitamins are really, really important, and you want to make sure that your body's in the best shape as possible to host this little baby's growth. So the other thing that I want to talk to you a little bit about is vitamin D. I take vitamin D drops on top of my Materna, and it's really, really important that you do your research on vitamin D, but there's enough evidence and research that supports that most North Americans are vitamin D deficient. Now, one of the reasons it's attributed to that is most of us work indoors all day long and we don't get enough natural sunlight. So it's important that you do your research, but I would strongly recommend that if you're trying to get pregnant or you are pregnant, on top of your Materna, that you take vitamin D drops. You can talk to your doctor about how many you need, but I've done my own research, and on top of my Materna, I actually take about 6 drops of vitamin D a day. Vitamin D is great for so many things. One of the major things is it provides you energy. It's great for your immune function, preventing you from getting sick. And the other thing that's really important too is that you got to make sure that your baby's getting enough of the vitamins. You don't want too much, but you want to make sure that your baby has enough. There's certain vitamins you don't want to overload on, like iron, but something like vitamin D is really important for you to take. The other vitamin that I take every day, and I've been taking this before I've even been getting pregnant, it's not only great for your heart and your skin and your brain, but that is omega-3 fish oils. Now, I'm not endorsing any of these products, by the way, but BioClinic Naturals is my favorite product out there. I did my own research, and I did a ton of due diligence when it came to fish oils, because my concern was mercuries and PCBs and environmental pollutants. But this product by BioClinic is one of the highest grade fish oil concentrate in the world, and they are regulated by a third party, which I did my own research, and they have the highest consistency and unbelievable as far as potency for the fish oil, for your omega-3, your EPA, and your DHEA, which is really important. So do your research. But one of the things that I was really wanting to take this for prior to even getting pregnant was that omega-3 fish oils is also, there is some evidence that shows not only is it great for your heart, your brain, your nails, your hair, your skin, but it's also great for your mood. So worrying about your going through pregnancy and there's some issues that you have to be concerned about if you're predisposed in your family to any kind of mood disorders or anything like that. BioClinic's fish oil there is some evidence that shows that it helps control mood disorders. Now, I don't have any of those issues in my family, but it doesn't mean that I'm necessarily not going to suffer from postpartum after the pregnancy. So if there are things that I can put into place to prevent that or minimize it, then why not? Wanted to talk to you a little bit about, I was talking about my skincare products, my hair products, the things that I've been doing that I've made some changes in my life. One of the major changes I've made, obviously you can tell by my roots, I haven't had my hair done in probably about 6 months. I've sort of believed that if I can do anything to prevent myself from being exposed to any chemicals, why wouldn't I? Because I don't want my baby exposed to that. So you can talk to your hairstylist, but it's kind of my belief that because I get highlights, there's chemicals, I don't want to breathe that in, and I don't want that going on my skin. Along those lines of skin, being 40 years old, one of the things is that, you know, I don't want to use any anti-aging products because my fear is that a lot of those ingredients in those products aren't safe for the baby. So one of the ones I use that I've done research, and I actually called Dermalogica myself, but my favorite cleansing solution is actually by Dermalogica, and it's called Essential Cleansing Solution, and it's safe to use for pregnancy. It's really gentle. I tend to have average medium skin. I'm not dry, I'm not oily, I'm kind of in between. But you can contact any of your skincare products that you do use and find out if it's safe to use while pregnant. I did contact them and I did my research, and this is one that's safe to use. But there are some products out there that aren't safe. For example, my eye cream that I was using isn't safe to use during pregnancy, so I've resorted to being creative, and I put Vaseline under my eyes every night before bed. The other thing I do is one of the things you have to look into is sort of history, family history. And my biggest fear is I'm trying to prevent stretch marks. My mom doesn't have any stretch marks, but she had me over 40 years ago. One of my favorite products right now that I'm using is Palmer's Cocoa Butter. It's a tummy butter. I put it on my stomach every morning before bed. It's safe, it's dermatological tested, and it's actually made, if you can see there's a little pregnant lady on there, it's actually made for your tummy. So I put that on every morning after I have a shower, and then at night before bed, I put on my other favorite product called Bio Oil. This is an oil, so I wait till nighttime to put it on because it is tend to be a bit greasy and I don't want to wreck my clothes, so I just put a t-shirt on that I don't care about, and that is great for preventing stretch marks, or actually if you already have stretch marks, this is great for reducing them. Some of us are going to be prone to stretch marks if you're smaller or petite in size and you tend to gain weight rapidly during the pregnancy, you may or may not get stretch marks. So I'm not saying that those products are going to prevent you from getting stretch marks, but if you can certainly do whatever you can to minimize it or possibly prevent it, why not? So I just wanted to say thank you very much to everybody for following me, and best of luck to all of you guys out there for trying. And I'm going to put out positive thoughts for everybody that has become a friend of mine on the site. It's certainly been a journey for us. We've been trying for just over 5 years. This was IVF number 6, and we actually got pregnant with the frozen embryo. Who would have known? But I really look forward to hearing back from all of you, any feedback, and our next video blog will actually be, I'm going to be researching baby names because I have no clue. I have a little bit of a short list, but not a long enough list of baby names to go through. So if anybody has any baby names that they like, please send them to me, and I'm open to all kinds of baby names, obviously for a girl. Mind you, some names don't bother me when people use unisex names. So anyways, best of luck to all of you, and I love hearing from all you. Thank you for sending messages, and thank you for following me. I really appreciate it. If I could give one piece of advice for everybody out there that's trying, that's going through IUI or IVF, or even for those of you who've been trying conceiving naturally, have patience. Have patience for yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. And remember to love yourself and love your partner, because even though you feel like you're going through this alone, your partner is actually suffering as well. They're going through the same thing as you are. They just may show it differently or may not be able to express it in the same way. So thank you to everybody else out there for following me, and best of luck. If I could make one thing happen, I know lots of people ask for world peace or no more starvation and no more wars and no more hunger. But if I could make one thing happen, if I could send it out to the universe, it would be for all of you out there to have a pregnancy, a natural, healthy baby. And nobody could know any more than me how happy I am right now. But at the same time, there's a part of me that mourns for all the others out there that haven't been able to conceive yet. And I think of all of you all the time. So best of luck to you. And if you have any questions at all, I would love to hear from you. Take care. Bye.